Good evening and welcome to IceWorks here in Aston, PA for another edition of Widener University Pride AAU hockey here on Breakout Sports. Before I introduce myself tonight, you might be wondering, why is that scoreboard graphic so large on the screen tonight? Well, unfortunately, due to some technical difficulties, we will have to do an audio-only broadcast tonight. We apologize for that, so I'm going to do my best to describe all the action for you tonight. If you're wondering who I am Ariel Melendez. Pleasure to be joining you here tonight for another edition of Widener Hockey. Widener University coming in, still looking for their first win on the season. They are 0-3-0. They welcome in Westchester University Golden Rams, who are 2-6-0 on the season. This is the first league game for Widener University, and again, looking for their first win. We'll give you a quick start at the opening lineups for tonight, starting with the visiting Golden Rams. Number 18, Max Bomer. Number 22, John Stinson. Number 25, George Whitfield. And on the back end, Drew Worthman. Number 15, Jackson Bear. Number 28, and then go Owen Naritsky. As puck drop is underway, we will get you the rest of that lineup in just a second. As Widener University wins it off the tap, though it is taken away in the defensive zone and driven out of play there by one of our starters for Widener, number 21, Jimmy Wines. The rest of that lineup for you, number 38, Charlie LeCain. Number 6, Max Bilger. And on the back end, number 97, Matthew Kennedy. Number 14, David Catrambone. And in net, as always, Ryan Sweeney. As we are back underway. And a takeaway here, Max Bilger just couldn't catch up to that breakaway chance. He had a good shot there for Widener, but it is taken away and driven up the ice. That is number 28, Bear, driving up. Gets a shot on net. Ryan Sweeney off the glove. Stays in play. As Westchester again circles around, that's number 21. DeVito driving it around to the outside boards. Widener getting it in front. Goes off a player as, again, Westchester still circling in the zone. They've gotten one good chance there on Sweeney, but it's been a lot of perimeter play so far. As the puck there, Worthman gets around for another shot on Sweeney. He makes the save. And finally, Widener able to get it out of the zone. That one's chipped out there by Kennedy. As Westchester will have to regroup here and coming up the ice. Fumano drives it in. A nice job there by Kennedy to knock that play out again. As Westchester, no official, well, 2 shots on Sweeney so far. He's stood up to both of them with the glove. And another chance in front. A nice save by Sweeney. He comes out of the crease to make that save. And again, another great save. This time Sweeney able to get the pads between it. Trying to get the first goal of the night was Vincent Lawson, number 29, but Sweeney being very aggressive early on and challenging these Golden Rams shooters. We have no official shots up on the board, but Sweeney has faced at least 4 or 5 chances so far. As another one from the faceoff, Sweeney has to be quick to stop that one from going in as the puck goes out. It's going to have to be regrouped here by number 4, who unfortunately I don't have a number 4 on this Westchester roster, so for now we'll have to figure that one out later. It's a nice play there by Menta to knock the one away, but coming around the back of the net, firing it in the top corner is number 29, Vincent Lawson. He came around the back of the net. Maybe he had Sweeney cheating a little bit. Wasn't able to cover that top of the net when 7:50 left in this first period. Westchester up 1-0. It was a nice drive there behind the net by Lawson to get that goal. Again, I'm going to try my best to kind of give you the visuals of how this game is going, since, again, we do apologize for the audio only tonight, as Wines off the faceoff gets it up to LeCain. LeCain with a shot towards the net. That one's knocked away. He's going to regroup on the side of the net. A nice drive by him to keep the puck through 3 Westchester players. He's still going. Fires a backhand on net. That one goes wide, but a nice effort there by LeCain. He had 3 defenders on him. Was able to keep the puck. That's a turnover in the zone, and trying to come up quickly here are the Rams. That's Montagna. But that one taken away and almost knocked out of the zone by Catrambone. This one does come out. Esposito will carry it. He will get it over to Worthman as Westchester just looking to regroup a little bit, get a couple players off the ice, and trying to make a big hit there was Catrambone, but he's the one who ends up on his back. as this puck again comes out. It's been a little bit of a slow start. We've had a couple good shots in on Sweeney, but it's been a lot of regrouping in the neutral zone for Westchester as Widener's doing a nice job of keeping them out, maybe keeping them to only one or two shots on net, as that one is knocked into the zone by Conway. As the Pride get a line change in. Coming up the ice now, but couldn't control the puck, was Widener. But again, regrouping in the defensive zone, playing a little catch back and forth is Worthman and Aiden Flame. As they'll again, Flame coming up the ice now, but just beating the play in for an offside. As Flame was looking to drive in, it might have been Widener who was offsides on the play. Ends up being a little bit of a sigh of relief for Widener, as Flame looked like he was going to have a good offensive chance. It'll be Conway in on the faceoff, battling for it, takes a big hit. I think a couple of the Widener players didn't like that one, and there was a penalty on the play. That hit was a little bit too high. And right away, the ref put the arm up. We will have our first penalty of the game. That's number 28 heading to the box, Jackson Bear. So this will be a good chance for Widener to get a little bit of play in the offensive zone. Again, still looking for their first win on the season, and it's been a struggle for them this year in scoring goals. They've allowed quite a ton and really haven't been able to put a lot in the back of the net. They'd sure like to get one to even this score early on. We're just about 4 minutes into this first period, so we'll get our first look at the Widener power play unit. As fighting for the faceoff there is LeCain. He's able to win it. Gets a weak backhander on net. That one, Nowitzki easily stops, but good opportunity. We've seen a lot of good play from LeCain early on in this game. He's been fighting, battling, as they've been able to get the puck here as he wins the faceoff. That one over to Wines. Wines whips it around, but he's got no player there and trying to go for a break up the ice. A 2-on-1 if they hurry, but that pass too far ahead of the stick of Bomer, who had a chance on Sweeney, but Sweeney does the right thing and just traps that one up. So a defensive zone face-off here for the Pride on this power play. They'll try to win this one up and get up the ice quickly. They are able to do so as Bilger gets it back to Kennedy, and they'll start. Kennedy's going to survey the ice. And he tries to spring Wines there, goes past the stick. Well, they say it's not an icing, and a shot there on net. Trying to fool it. We might have a breakaway here as though Kennedy doing a nice job getting back. Sweeney with the glove save. Unable to hold the rebound, so this one stays in play. And a chance here short-handed for the Rams. Fire a shot in on Sweeney. Gets the pad save and gets the glove on it. That was Bomer looking to put a short-handed goal on the board. And this is the trouble that Widener's had this season. They haven't been able to really get anything going, I mean all together, but especially on their power play. They've given up a lot of short-handed chances. Even allowed some short-handed goals as well, so they want to get on the right side of the ice here as Conway's going to try his best to win the faceoff here. He's unable to do so, but that's Katrina Conway who gets the puck up. Men's having a little trouble, loses it at his skates, and Westchester's going to take this one out of the zone and try and waste some more time on that power play clock. Just 45 seconds left on the penalty. Heading up the ice there is Esposito. Just knocks that one in the zone, and Widener's going to have to go up the ice as that one goes off the stick of Poole, but it was behind the red line. Well, the ref has his arm up as if it was going to be an icing, and they finally do whistle it. I think that was just a late icing call because the ref had his arm up the whole time. We continued play for about another second or two before the other ref decided, no, that wasn't icing. We're going to head back to the other side of the ice. Yeah, this has been the trouble for Widener. Not being able to get anything set up on this power play. They had one shot. It was kind of a floater from LeCain, but most of this power play has been spent on the wrong side of the ice. As that one gets knocked out of the zone by Menta, but right to a Ram skater who's not going to go quickly at putting the puck down, but he eventually does knock it down. That was Worthman who fired it down the ice. So again, Widener will try to get up the ice on this power play. A pass for Conway. She's able to knock it out, but again, a quick turnover to Westchester, who will waste the rest of the time on this penalty kill. An excellent penalty kill for Westchester as they had more of the play. Is in the zone now is DeVito. He winds it around, but taken away there. And a chance for Widener here. Menta and Conway up on the ice, and a blocked shot there by Esposito stops that chance. Winds in a battle for the puck, but getting it into the zone there and just knocking it in and heading off is DeVito. So Kennedy will try to spring it up the ice. Misses the stick of LeCain, but it goes in on Nowitzki, so that one will be waved off for icing. A nice pinch up by Kennedy keeps that from being potentially a breakaway the other way. But coming back into the zone and standing him up at the line, Wines. That was number 15, Worthman, trying to break it. A nice job by Wines to stand him up and not let him get any further. As Westchester will have to regroup in their own zone. Wines keeping a good eye, as well as LeCain. 12:51 left in this first period. Westchester up 1-0 on the goal by Vincent Lawson. And avoiding the hit there, but Cat Trombone's going to make sure he does get the body on somebody. But again, Westchester quickly back into the zone. That one just missing the stick of Bridges. He gets it back on the end. As Westchester's going to try and cycle in the zone. Another hit there, this time by LeCain. But the puck's still in the zone. But a nice job by Jimmy Wines. He knocks this one out, chips it up to himself, but just a little bit too far out of his own reach. As our mystery number 4 is able to get that puck away for Westchester. Trying to spring up the ice here is Lawson. He gets past a couple skaters, drives in on Sweeney. Sweeney with the pad save. And Sweeney's had a lot of action to face so far, and another shot. Almost a second save. Unable to get that second rebound, though. That one goes in. That's number 13, who, again, I do not have a number 13 on this roster either. So we will have to get a name for you guys later on who the second goal scorer for Westchester is. But Sweeney made the first save on that one. Unfortunately, couldn't make the second. Trying to help him out there, Ryan Zagraki returns to the lineup for Widener. Tried to play goalie there, unable to do so. So 2-0 Westchester early on, not even halfway through this first period, and already a 2-0 lead for the visitors. Menta at the line trying to fight for the puck. That's Zagraki who gets it, passes it back to Conway as they play a little catch in the defensive zone. Zagraki chips it up to himself with a head of steam, gets into the offensive zone, fires a shot in. Easy save there for Nowitzki. But Zagraki showing a little bit of speed there to head up the ice, and just, you never know, sometimes you can fire just a shot from anywhere on the ice, and if you can catch the goaltender off balance, you can maybe sneak one in. Winning the face-off back at the line, firing a shot on net there was Brubaker. Puck comes out. Menta knocked off the puck. Trying to get back on the puck. Brubaker, he knocks a man down. That's Bensel. But again, Westchester coming away with the puck. And streaking up the ice is Bear. He swings around. That one goes, I think, off the helmet of Sweeney. Use any part of the body that you can to stop the puck. As again, Zagraki trying to get through two Westchester players, unable to do so. So quickly coming back the other way is Bear. As he finds a man right in the middle, off the shoulder of Sweeney. Stops that chance from Bear. LeCain just knocking the puck out of the zone, trying to allow Widener to regroup just a little bit, but quickly getting it back in. But knocking it out there. A nice hit there from LeCain, knocks a Ram down, and getting a shot on net there is Wines. That one stopped by Norisco. We've seen a lot of physical play so far, especially from players like LeCain and Wines. They haven't been afraid to lay the body as Kennedy tries to fire that one on net, but too many bodies in front of him. His play will go the other way. And firing shot off the crossbar. That was Stinson looking for the Rams' third goal of this period. He beat Sweeney, but he couldn't beat the rest of the net. A nice keeping at the line by, again, our mystery number 4. Westchester begins to cycle in the zone. Play a little catch there to the middle of the ice, but a nice play to get up the ice here. As Kennedy's just going to throw that one in the zone. He's got Bilger and Wines keeping an eye on things. And heading up the ice here with a shot on Sweeney. Squeezes the pads together. Gets the whistle. George Whitfield with the shot. And we don't have any shot clock going on right now. We'll try to maybe get an updated shot total for you potentially at the end of the period, or just take a good guesstimate at what's going on. But 9:06 to go in this first period. Westchester up 2-0. The goals from Vincent Lawson, and we'll have to get number 13's name to give him credit. A shot taken there at the point by Esposito. That one's blocked wide. Katrina Conway behind the net. But it's Westchester coming out with the puck again. But another block shot there as Conway's able to come away with it. She's in a battle along the boards. Gets a little physical. Katrina Conway hasn't been afraid to use the body this season. Is Owen Conway keeping an eye on things in the offensive zone. But again, 5 Westchester players streaking up the ice here. And doing it all himself right now is Whitfield. As he comes around, tries to find a man in front, fires a shot in, and again, Sweeney eats that one up. For maybe what Widener has been able to do this season, Ryan Sweeney, despite the numbers, has been excellent in net for the Pride. Had to do it all himself this season. And despite that tough goals against average, he's got an .861 save percentage. And with that 9 goals against average, that's actually pretty impressive to be able to stop as much as he has as Widener comes in. And Bilger with a shot. That one stopped by Norisky. That's probably one of the best chances that Widener has had so far. They are looking like they have a little bit of jump tonight. And despite that 2-0 score, they very much have held their own, despite the fact that the Rams have maybe had a little bit more puck possession. But Widener doing a good job here. As coming up the ice now, number 9, Bridges. He tries to streak through the defense. That one, an open cage as Sweeney committed. But that one, thankfully for him, gets knocked away from the net because there was wide open cage behind him. And a goal is scored, but the whistle had blown as the net had come off just before the shot was fired in. So that one will not count just as the puck was fired. And Westchester's not exactly happy about it, but that was off his mooring, so it's going to stay a 2-0 lead for the Rams. Ends up being a little bit fortunate there for Widener. It was a nice shot on net, but will not count as Zagraki steps in on the faceoff, but that one is won and controlled by Westchester along the sideboards. Wines tried to knock that one out. A nice play in front by Lawson, but that one's kicked out as he was trying to find a man at the point, looking for Worthman. So again, Westchester will come up from their own end of the ice as Bridges comes in, tries to pass in front to the slot. I don't know if Sweeney got the stick on that or not. He might have knocked that over his net, but he comes over to the post and stops that one. If he did get the stick on that one, a nice play again from Sweeney. So that was a nice chance in front. The pass to the slot, unable to convert, and Westchester getting a little bit more dangerous opportunities here on Widener as they win the faceoff. That one Back to Esposito. As they control behind the net. Getting it out in front. That one knocked away and out of the zone. As Mensah will try to catch up to it. There's a takeaway there by Zagraki, but he fans on the pass. So that one taken back. It's Montagna. Montagna trying to man in front. Goes off the skate of, again, our mystery number 13. That's Zagraki who tries to knock it out, but that one taken away on the end boards by Montagna. Knocked down on the play. And that's Zagraki, who's been all over the ice in his return. He's a big body back there, and he's been using it to his advantage so far tonight. Wines tries to chip that one around the boards. Actually, excuse me. That's Brubaker. A little bit confusing because Brubaker is wearing the number 48 jersey, which is supposed to be Nicholas Polidoro. We do have a Widener player in a practice jersey that is not Katrina Conway. Is down on the play and looks to be in some pain is Zagraki, and considering he just came back from injury would be extremely unfortunate. So it looks like he's holding his hand, and he's definitely in a little bit of pain. There was a collision there along the end boards. Didn't quite see what caused him to go down, but that is not a good sign to see if you're Widener or Ryan Zagraki. Yeah, he's laying on his stomach there as the trainer's over to take a look at him. Again, not exactly sure what happened over there, or potentially where the injury is happening. Whether it's kind of around. It looked like he was holding his arm a bit, as he has kind of rolled over to his back, but obviously we hope that Zagraki is okay. 5:58 left in this first period. Westchester up 2-0 as Zagraki's able to get back on his feet. He's skating off a little gingerly. Well, I have an idea of what might be happening based on where, we'll just say Zagraki's holding. I have a feeling he might have taken something below the belt. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on Zagraki as he is going to stay and maybe get a little ice down there. I think he might have just taken something below the belt there, so we'll keep an eye on him. Hopefully he's okay, as it would be tough for him as he just came back for injury, but he's staying on the bench, so that is a good sign for him. But back to live play here. Westchester again chipping in the offensive zone, but behind the net there is Catrambone. But he can't find a teammate up front, taken along the wall by the ramps. That's Esposito who fired one. A big rebound by Sweeney, but no Westchester player was in front. Coming up the ice here is Bilger with some speed. That one a tough save for Noritsky. And another shot on net as now Bilger is down in pain. So another player here down, Bilger, and Bilger's holding his back, and you gotta hope it's just gonna be a stare like potentially Zagraki was, but the fact that one of the Westchester players immediately called for help for Bilger is not what you want to see. Right now, Bilger laying on his stomach and looks to be in quite a bit of pain here. For a Westchester, or for a Widener team that's been decimated by some injuries throughout the year, has had a tough time filling out a roster. They've got 8 forwards, and looks like four pairs of defensemen tonight. As Bilger again still down on the ice, hasn't really moved much since he was hit. And Bilger was the one who had the original shot on Noritsky, the one that was a little bit tough to handle for the goaltender, and then it was Lakane who had another shot on net, but right when he fired off is when the whistle blew, and Bilger was downed. And again, it looks like they've got him up a little bit. But he hasn't moved quite a bit. As he is, it's a little tough to see these corners, and yeah, they're calling for help, so not a good sign here for Max Bilger. As they're gonna need, looks like they're gonna need some help to get him up off the ice. Yeah, whatever it is, they don't seem to want him to move, and that's never something you want to see. Is the concern potentially of the back, the head, the neck area. As they haven't rolled him over at all either, so keep an eye on things here. With 5:14 to go in this first period. Yeah, it's been a tough going for the Pride this season. Again, still looking for their first win on the year, but none of that matters right now until we find out about the status of Max Bilger. And looks like Zagraki is going to potentially try and help as well as Kennedy comes over. We're just kind of in a waiting period as we wait to see the status of Bilger. I've seen him kind of move a little bit. So as far as I can tell, now again, I don't like to speculate on anything here. It's the hope that he is conscious. I have seen him move a touch, enough that, yeah, his skates are moving. Or well, actually, that might have been Zagraki, but yeah, the hope is obviously, it looks like they're talking to him. So I have to hope and obviously pray that Bilger is conscious right now. And that they are able to safely get him up off the ice. Yeah, I don't know if we're just waiting to maybe get something to help him get off the ice. Because, yeah, this is definitely a situation where they clearly don't want to move him if they don't have to. And he is moving his arms at least. He's kind of leaned up a little bit, a good sign to see. But yeah, I think we're just waiting to find a way to get him off the ice. And again, Zagrosky over there as well as LeCain. And this is always a tough situation on both sides of the ice when you have an injury like this. Is tough to continue after that is. And now Zagraki's going to head off the ice. I think they're just finding a way to figure out how they're going to get Bilger off the ice. So I think while we wait on this one, we're going to go ahead and take a little break here because it seems like it's going to be quite a bit before Bilger's off the ice. So 2-0 here, 5:14 left in the first period. We'll be back. back here at IceWorks as the teams are back on the ice. And we did get a little bit of an update on Max Bilger as thankfully he was able to move his arms and his legs, but was stretchered off the ice. We obviously hope it as a little bit of a precaution and wish him the best as Widener's going to probably be playing with a little bit of heavy hearts here. The rest of the way, we've still got quite a bit of way to go as that one is ice. We still have 4:51 to go in this first period, and we still got 2 more to go. So Widener's going to try and gut this one out, and again, we hope for the best for Max Bilger. And that the stretcher ends up just being a precaution, so we'll keep our thoughts there with him as back underway, a 2-on-1. Coming down the ice, a shot on net there. Stopped by Narodsky. That's coming back the other way. DiDomenico. Fired into the slot. That one goes above the net. Shot there by Bridges. Was at the line here. Firing a shot in. Bounces around. Sweeney kept an eye on it as that shot by Lawson bounced around in front. Westchester again keeping the puck in the offensive zone for just a minute before it's knocked away to Bear. Bear tries to throw it in, but that one thrown down the ice by Conway. Has to be played, though, by Naritsky. He knocks that one away. In there is Conway, but he'll skate back out. Is getting the puck at the line, and that one might have tipped off a Rams stick in on net. Narodsky had to be quick on that one as Montagna was trying to find Bruce. He didn't know the puck was there. But getting this one, firing a quick one is Bruce. Sweeney had to be quick on that one. Stops it with the shoulder. Unable to keep that one in at the line. It's number 26. Again, another player whose name we do not have on this roster. As Katrina Conway with a nice hit along the boards. Knocking the puck away. That one goes in front. Sweeney's just going to take the stick. We get a little bit of, I don't really know if that was a little bit of pushing or shoving or not. Against the boards. We're kind of laughing on the ice here, so I think that one was just all in a little bit of fun. As Montagna and Brubaker maybe just trying to get a little lightheartedness out of this one. As throwing that one up the ice. Menta trying to catch up to it. Goes just to the side of Naritsky. As the Rams will take this one back up the ice. I think the hit there is Poole to knock that one away. It's Cotrombone. Get it up. That's Menta. Goes off his stick, though. Taken away by Fumano. And back in to the offensive zone go the Rams. 2:30 left to go in this first period. The Rams with a 2-0 lead. Goals by Vincent Lawson and number 13. As Kennedy will go back for this one. Rims this one around. Finds Wines. He tries to find Kennedy. This one goes up to Menta, though. Just misses his stick. Thrown back into the zone. Catrombone does find Menta. Menta throws this one in. And it's just Wines on 5 Rams. He does get the puck on the turnover. And that's Zagraki. We saw him go down a little bit earlier, but just kind of took a hit in a bad spot. So he's back. Wines streaking into the offensive zone. He's knocked off the puck, but gets it along the end boards. Finds Conway. This one goes behind the net, taken by Esposito. He gets it through, but right to the stick, and whiffing on the pass initially was Brubaker, but this one chipped in to the Ram zone. Getting the puck there is Conway. He knocks it away for a second. Still fighting along the side. Wines there, gets it. Conway tries to fire one on it. That one goes off the stick of Esposito. So the Rams again not really letting the Pride really get much going in the offensive zone as they'll come in. Going around the net there was Bomer. He tried to find a 21 at the side. So we wind down on this first period of play. Battle along the end boards there is getting it in front. Sweeney might have gotten a stick on that one. If not, that shot goes well high by Bomer and out of play. And the teams just look to be kind of finding their legs. I mean, that was a little bit of a tough situation there with Bilger down on the ice, who again, we wish nothing but the best for him and hope that maybe we'll be able to get an update on him later. Again, he was able to move his arms and legs, but was taken off on the stretcher. As play back underway in the final 30 seconds. That one off the post. As this one's rimmed around for Esposito. Esposito gets it away from Menta, but it's Catrombone who tries to throw this one out of the zone. That one taken away. Brubaker will have a shot at it. He's knocked down to the ice. Playing a little keep away here. No one can get it on the, and the last second shot there by DiDomenico is knocked away by Sweeney. We are at the end of the first period. A 2-0 lead for Westchester. Again, goals by number 29, Vincent Lawson, and number 13 for the Rams, but not sure if we're just going to maybe do a quick little timeout here and kind of skip the ice scrape. As we are at 10:31 here. As, yeah, players are just going to switch sides of the ice. We've got two Widener players leaving the ice right now, though. But looks like, yeah, we are going to just avoid the ice scrape and just continue right to the second period. We will get underway right away. And winning the faceoff there is Steven Bruce. As the Rams quickly into the offensive zone here. That's Jimmy Wines, though, who's got a shot up the ice. He's got one defender to beat. Fires this one on net. That one off the leg of Naritsky. So a quick chance there by Wines, who showed some speed tonight. And to Widener's credit, they've gotten some good shots in as Catrombone collides with Bruce. But Widener has had a couple tough shots there. Naritsky's had to be sharp back there when Widener's able to get those shots on net. He's had a couple tricky ones. He's had to be on his toes a little bit as this one knocked out of the zone, but we do have a whistle, and it is going to be a penalty as Naritsky was headed toward the bench. I didn't catch the call, but we'll see who's headed to the box. That's Jimmy Wines who's going to get the penalty. So this will be a first look at the Rams power play, already up 2-0. They'll look to increase the score here. Just trying to win the defensive zone faceoff here is Menta. This one kept in the zone as Westchester looks to get the pressure going here on their first power play of the night. This one around the back of the net. We've seen that a little bit from Westchester, trying to play behind the net and trying to find a guy in front. As Whitfield whiffed on the shot. And a nice save there by Sweeney at the side of the net. But Westchester keeps this one in play. And we've got another Widener player down. I think Kennedy just took a stick up high as he's down on the ice again. Yeah, I think he just got a stick up towards the face because he kind of whipped his head back. And we do have a penalty on the play as Stinson will head to the box. Yeah, Kennedy's kind of holding up towards that jaw/face area. That one's not going to feel good for a little bit. But we will play 4-on-4. So there's a minute 25 still on the clock for a Wines' penalty. It's going to be a brief power play once this one's all said and done. And we'll have a little 4-on-4 action as Kennedy rushes, or it would have been a 2-on-1 the other way. Well, nice job by Kennedy to knock that one away. That's coming back down. Number 23, that's number 29, sorry. That's Lawson, the goal scorer. Fires a tough one in on Sweeney. He's able to knock this one away. That's Kennedy behind the net. But it's Lawson who ends up with the puck. Him and Kennedy in a battle along the boards, and a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Brubaker has that one knocked away, unfortunately, and he goes down into the boards. And a chance the other way as streaking in. And Sweeney, thought he had the save originally, but able to get the puck around him. That's DiDomenico, who puts in the third goal of the night. This one's still in 4-on-4 play. And Widener had the 2-on-1 the other way, but Brubaker got knocked off the puck and sent DiDomenico. It's a 2-on-2 play, but DiDomenico was able to split the defense, get it on Sweeney. It looked like he had the puck between his pads, but it just sneaks through. And again, with another opportunity, Sweeney gets the glove out on the shot there by Bomer. So Sweeney's still up to battle back there. As we tick down towards the end of 4-on-4, 10 seconds left in the penalty to Wines. As Poole chips that one in. As Wines will come out of the box, it'll be a 36-second power play. So not a lot of time to get things going, and Rams aren't exactly going to give up possession easily, as carrying this one into the zone is Bridges along the end boards. He spins around, fights through the contact from Contrombone. As Katrina Conway gets in, tries to knock that one away as well, and Sweeney has to be quick to hop on that one. Shot there by Bomer. So a defensive zone faceoff here with just 14 seconds left. It was a little bit of an abbreviated power play for Widener. They didn't really have a ton of time, and the Rams had the puck once Wines came free of the box, so they'll get a face-off here short-handed. It'll be LeCain who wins it. This one up to Menta. Menta chips it out to himself. It's a 2-on-1 here. Menta and Wines. That one knocked away by Lawson. Some contact there. And this one thrown into the zone, but that's going to do it for the power play. Again, it was a little bit of an abbreviated chance, and a 2-on-1 there that just, again, wasn't able to happen. Widener's had a couple of those odd man rush situations where they just can't make that last pass to get the shot on net. As Wines is going to chip this one up. Finds Menta, but that one goes away. Wines almost gets the takeaway in the offensive zone. Contrombone just throws this one up. Menta tries to fight for it. Brubaker almost keeps that one in the zone. But going the other way, that's Stinson. He's bothered by Brubaker. It's Contrombone. We'll send this one up. That one goes off the skate of Owen Conway. Kennedy is chipping this one out. Not enough for icing as the ref waves that one off. Good job by Kennedy to get that one out of the zone. A takeaway there from Brubaker. He throws a blind pass back. As I believe we have an interference call, and not that any player is very happy about a penalty, but Jackson Bear certainly didn't agree with that one, but doesn't really matter when the man in stripes is the one making the call. So he'll head to the box for interference. Widener will get their second official power play. As, again, they'll try to break onto the scoreboard. There's 3-0 deficit. But it's Westchester wins the faceoff and sends this one all the way down the ice. Sweeney comes out of his net, but that one's taken away. And he had to rush back into the net as that puck got away from him. But Brubaker will throw this one just high of the net. This one comes all the way around to the other side to Wines. Wines finds Kennedy. Kennedy fires this one on net into the glove of Nowitzki. And Widener just trying to find a way to get anything going. They play with a little bit of pace in this game, and they certainly have had their offensive opportunities. Not as many as Westchester, but some of their chances have been dangerous and have forced Nowitzki to make a couple tough saves. As this one fired on net, and that one goes in for Charlie LeCain. And Widener is on the board. 3-1 on the goal from LeCain. Fired that one from the slot, goes over the shoulder of Nowitzki. And that one's got to feel good for everybody on that Widener bench right now. They're back in this game. Down 3-1. Yeah, the power play, from at least what we've seen, hasn't been very successful. As a lot of chances tend to go the other way, but a nice job there by LeCain to get Widener on the board. It's a 3-1 game now. The Widener just a couple shots away from tying things up here, as no doubt that's got to feel amazing for them right now. As this one goes off the glove of Sweeney, he knocks this one out of play. We've still got the penalty up. Oh, we've got a penalty on the board still, but I think they just haven't taken it off. As that was a power play goal by LeCain. A heck of a shot from the slot. And it's LeCain in a battle along the boards for the puck with Montagna. This one sent to the back of the net. That's Kennedy fighting for possession. And still fighting. As knocking a man down on the play is Kennedy, who's nearly getting his stick taken out of his hands, but nothing comes from that one. He was tied up there with Bear, but we will continue on. As Kennedy tries to throw the puck up, Conway had to kind of dial back and wait for that one, so ends up going onto the stick of one of the Rams. He's coming back into the zone. It's Bruce. Katrina Conway keeping side with him. And now a hit along the boards there by Brubaker. Knocks the puck free. Into the slot. A nice save by Sweeney. As that shot was dangerous. And another one that's blocked in front. Knocked almost out of the zone. A nice keep in front. The line by Stinson. He throws this one in. The goal along the goal line. Sweeney able to make the save. Menta trying to find Owen Conway. That one goes past his stick and ends up coming all the way out. That's Catrombone, who will regroup in his own zone. That one taken away. A backhand fired on Sweeney, who makes the save. Shot by Stinson. That's Zagraki showing a little bit of speed. But that one's knocked away. Getting it back there is LeCain, though. The Widener goal scorer. And Zagraki's had a lot of energy, and you got to think coming back from injury, he's definitely got a lot of energy to boot in this game, and he's shown a lot of physical play, a lot of speed for the big man up front. Throws another hit. Knocks the puck away from Flame. Conway along the boards. It's both Katrina and Owen. And this one taken away. Nearly stripped of the puck was LeCain. But he fires it up just under the stick of Conway, but it didn't touch anything, even though I think he's arguing a little bit that he did get a stick on it, but that one's going to go for icing. 11:40 to go in what should be the second period. They still have the first period up on the board, but this should be the second period of play. 3-1 score. Widener getting on the board. That power play goal by LeCain to cut the deficit to 2. That one saved by Sweeney off the pad. Another shot fired in wide by number 26. Coming around the back of the net. That shot almost tipped in front. Sweeney got a stick on it though to knock it wide. And Westchester really tried to use that behind the net play to set something up, looking for a man in front. As that one's still in the zone here, Westchester. That one knocked out. Zagrocki gets a stick on it to knock it down the ice. And he, again, showing a lot of speed, try and catch with these plays, but a 2-on. Oh, getting back to help out Katrina Conway was Kennedy. It's almost a 2-on-1. But a nice job by Kennedy to get back into the play. Whitfield carries this one behind the net. Back up to the point. That one unable to be kept in by 26 as Conway knocks this one in. Ends up going in on Nowitzki, so no icing. As Katrina Conway fired that one down the ice. But again, coming up with speed here is Whitfield. Tries the trick angle shot. As Sweeney tried to go cover the post, knocks the net off. So we will have a stoppage of play with it's about 10 minutes. We're at 10:13 left. We're just about halfway through this second period. If you're just tuning in and you've missed any of the action, we do apologize. We are an audio-only broadcast tonight. A little bit of technical difficulties with our camera situation, so doing our best to describe all the action to you. As Westchester up 3-1. Widener still looking for their first win of the season. They'd love it to come in their first league game of the years. Coming into the zone, firing that one. A big rebound in front. That was Poole who threw that one in on Nowitzki. But coming back down, that's Lawson. He has one goal on the night. Trying for a second. Tried to go around the skates of Sweeney, who was caught out of his net, gets back in. That one fired. Might have gone a little bit high. As Lawson's been around the net a little bit. That one off the shoulder of Sweeney. Goes off the stick of Kennedy. Kept in the zone, though, by Bear. He's hounded by 2 Pride skaters. It was Cotrambone and Kennedy. Cotrambone going to be a little bit careful, though. Got the arm around the midsection of a Ram player, but we play on. And, yeah, Sweeney's going to do the right thing here, and he's just going to freeze play as Widener was caught chasing in their own zone, and he's going to go ahead and just get a breather and get a line change going, as, again, Widener does not have a lot of extra players here. So if they tracked ice time in D3, I can't imagine what these players' times would look like. As it's basically 2 sets of forward lines. Now, they do have a little bit more players on the bench than we've seen before. They do have 6 skaters. But they do have a little bit of extra help today. So, I mean, the ice time not as bad as it been, as standing up a hit there is Cotrambone. Wines comes away with the puck. Chips it to Zagrocki, who knocks it down. A little 2-on-2 here as LeCain chips in, but he's unable to get around the defense. Looking for his second goal of the night. As Cotrambone collides with Bear on the corner. LeCain will get the puck, tries to find Zagrocki. So he had 2 defenders draped on him. This one fired off the glove of Sweeney, and Sweeney nearly just knocked it into his own net. As I don't know that he was really expecting that one to come with as much heat as it did. As it was a little bit above his head, he gets the glove on it, knocks it away, and has to jump on it. Luckily that no Westchester player was near him because that was dangerous. But he lives to see another play. It's a face-off one by Westchester. Trying to send this one in, goes off the skate of Owen Conway in on Sweeney. He has to be alert to save that one. As that one goes off of Conway and out of the zone. Westchester will have to regroup in their own defensive zone. So they'll chip this one out. That's Menda, who couldn't quite control it. So Westchester will remain with possession. They'll come up from their own defensive zone. That's Stinson, who tries to come into the zone. Gets the pass back. Gets in on Sweeney, who makes another shoulder save. Sweeney's had a couple tough saves of his own here. Some going off his own teammates, some going off himself. As Nowitzki thought that one was icing, he had the glove up, but we continue play. As Katrina Conway whiffing on that one and shrieking in his own little spin move. That one just couldn't be saved by Sweeney. That was John Stinson who just deked around half of the Widener defense. And all of these shots, Sweeney has nearly saved, and he just hasn't been able to close the legs or knock the puck out. That one went off the pad. But give John Stinson credit. He got around at least 2 or 3 Widener skaters and made that opportunity count. 7:12 to go in this second period. Westchester now up 4-1. Getting that goal by John Stinson. So 4 different Westchester goal scorers tonight. As Widener was back in this game with that LeCain power play goal. They're back now to a 3-goal deficit. Still plenty of time left in this one, but they're going to have to get a little bit more offensive play. They have to find a way to get into that zone a little bit more and test Nowitzki. Because there's been some saves where he hasn't been able to control the puck, or whether he's not seeing it well, so maybe getting a little traffic in front. As Sweeney gobbles that one up off the shot from DeVito. They got to find a way to get maybe some bodies in front of Nowitzki, find a way to get one of those dirty goals, a little tip in front, or just find a way to knock something in. They've got to find a way to get more offensive zone time in order to make that happen. As Westchester's had a lot of the possession time and a lot of it in Widener's defensive zone as they win this faceoff. That one's fired wide, but Sweeney does get the stick on it anyway to knock it away. Yeah, if they can find a way to make these one-and-done situations for Westchester where they're able to get that one shot and just continue to battle for the puck and spend at least a minute or so in zone. Even if they're not scoring, they're wasting plenty of time as, again, a backhander there fired on net by Bridges. It's knocked away by Sweeney, but again, Westchester's been quicker on these rebounds as that one goes out off the pad of Sweeney. This one now controlled by Cottrumbo. He'll get it over to Brubaker. Brubaker sends this one up, but he's got no teammate in the area, and that one is going to go for an icing. 5:28 to go in this second period. Westchester up 4-1. Here goal scorers: Vincent Lawson, James DiDomenico, John Stinson, and again our mystery number 13. We didn't really have time to go down there. There was no real first period intermission to figure out, and the goal scorer again for Widener, Charlie LeCain on the power play. Cut this one to a 3-1 deficit, but then Stinson's goal knocked it back up. A 2-goal deficit, and now again it's a 3-goal deficit as Poole sends this one into the offensive zone. But again, no Widener player able to come up with it. So that's been another problem, is even when Widener is knocking it into the offensive zone, they're not getting a skater on as this one takes a bounce off the boards and Sweeney's going to jump on it. I don't know if he just thought his teammates needed a break. That one did kind of take a funny bounce off the board, so maybe just does the right thing and make sure it doesn't take a funny bounce off him. He'd like to see the play on the other side of the ice. We don't have an official shot counter on the scoreboard here, but we can tell you that Sweeney's definitely faced a lot more shots than Nowitzki has. Is LeCain, first one to the puck here. Behind the net, he skates this one back out, finds Wines. Wines fires this one, and it's in the back of the net. A nice hustle play from Charlie LeCain. Finds Wines in the slot. And again, getting traffic in front, that's exactly what Widener needed to do. So that Nowitzki couldn't see the puck, and I don't think he saw that one at all. That was a wicked shot from Jimmy Wines. And Widener not out of this one yet. Still 4:43 to go in the second period. It's now a 4-2 game. And that was a, wish you could see it, that was a wicked shot from Wines in the slot. He put everything he had behind that one. Maybe that's just a little bit of confidence that this Widener team needs, as Wines gets the turnover in the zone. Zagraki with a head of steam, throws this one in and might as well just start throwing pucks at Nowitzki. See if he can make anything happen. But you have to hope seeing a couple pucks go in the back of the net is nearly a breakaway chance. Does get a shot in, or kind of throws the puck in. That was Flame. Katrina Conway was kind of back in the area trying to create a little bit of chaos there. That's Kennedy fighting for the puck with Bear along the boards. He comes out with it. Still battling. It's 2-on-1. And Kennedy's the one. Mensa trying to keep this one in the zone. They do. Firing that one again is Owen Conway. Mensa nearly kept this one in the zone, and a chance the other way for Westchester. That was Widener with the shot on Sweeney, but Sweeney does a nice job just to knock that one away. Sweeney has faced quite a few odd man rush opportunities, and for the most part has been able to be on the positive end of it, as Menta gets this one away, and Conway trying to find Brubaker on the 2-on-1. Brubaker just throws this one in front. Conway unable to get a stick on it. As I think Widener's starting to feel their confidence hit a little bit of a high right now. As they definitely have had a lot more of the play in the offensive zone in the last couple minutes. That one nearly a good chance in front for DeVito, as Menta fighting with DeVito. But carrying the puck away is Bomer. He looks to skate through a couple of defenders. He does, but loses the puck. And Sweeney just throws that one away. But getting the puck there in front, Sweeney makes a save. We have a whistle. And I believe it's just the net coming off again. There's no penalty or anything on the play. I think Sweeney's net just came off for about the third or fourth time tonight. So we'll get a stoppage of play as the ref will get the net back on. But Widener's definitely feeling a little bit more confident now that they've seen two pucks go in the back of the net. This one's still very much a close game. And for a Widener team who's been on the wrong end of a lot of blowouts this season, has to feel extremely pleased. Even if they're down, they're only down by 2. And no matter what, that's got to feel good for them. As that one fired in, the pad saved by Sweeney. Another one goes wide. As Westchester firing it up a little bit here. That one knocked out of the zone, though, as Zagraki lays a hit along the boards. Kennedy will gather this one up. He'll try to find Zagraki, who just chips this one down and slows the puck up a little bit. Would have been icing if he did not get a stick on it. This is Zagraki again. Hasn't been afraid to throw his body around, and when you got a frame like that, you're going to go ahead and use it. He ducks under a hit. As Wines nearly comes away with it in the zone, but it'll be kept back by Kennedy. Lawson, though, trying to get around the body of Kennedy. He's able to do so, but he's got no teammate in front of it. Zagraki the other way. He throws this one in on net into the glove of Nowitzki. And I will not be surprised if at some point tonight Zagraki finds the back of the net. He's had plenty of jump tonight, and that's a nice sign for Widener to see him back in the lineup. And he's certainly back with plenty of energy, plenty of fire in his game right now. It's an offensive zone face-off here. Owen Conway will line up with Justin Montagna. 1:16 left to go. It's Conway unable to win that face-off, so Westchester will try to get it out of zone. That one knocked away by Poole, but coming back the other way. It's Fumato. He comes around the back of the net. Gets this one to the point. That one goes out of the zone. So Westchester will have to regroup as we hit 50 seconds left, under a minute to go. In the second period, trying to lay the hit there is Catrambone. Player ducks around it, but Menta is able to get this one out of the zone. Conway knocks it away briefly. But again, Westchester coming in, a 2-on-2 here. Serving this one on net, ends up being an easy save there by Sweeney. Shot by Montagna. And last second rush here attempt with 20 seconds to go. That one's going to go for icing, though. That is not what you want to do. You don't want to ice the puck at all, but especially not this late in the period. 16.9 seconds to go in the second period, and that would be quite a backbreaker if Westchester is able to get something going in the waning seconds of this second period. So it'll be up to Owen Conway to try and win this one. He knocks it forward, and this one does come out of the zone. And still fighting for it is Conway as he hits the deck. This one thrown up. That one again will go for icing. 2.6 seconds left. So still time for Westchester. If they can win the face-off clean, they have time to get a shot in. And unsurprisingly, it looks like Westchester's going to pull Nowitzki from the net and get a 6-on-5 here, as Widener doesn't really have time to throw it down the net. That one thrown on net. Sweeney, though, makes the save at the last second. And after the second period, it is a 4-2 game. Charlie LeCain and Jimmy Wines getting on the board for Widener. And getting a goal in this period for Westchester is John Stinson. We head to the final period of play with Westchester up 4-2. Stay with us. We'll be back. And we are back here in the final period of regulation. Widener down 4-2. Charlie LeCain and Jimmy Wines both getting on the board in that second period. John Stinson briefly made it a 4-1 game before Wines. That wicked shot from the slot cut this deficit back to 2 as that shot goes over the net. And getting this one is Kennedy. Kennedy's pass goes off the skate of Wines. As LeCain will try to hound in the defensive zone, nearly gets the takeaway. But getting this one up on ice, firing a shot in and squeezing the pads together is Sweeney. A shot from Whitfield. And we've said it before, and we'll definitely say it plenty of times this season, Sweeney has been as good as he can be back in that Widener net. Keeping this one out of close game and allowing Widener to start feeling good about their offensive chances. He makes another save and corrals this one in. Couple quick shots here. We start the first minute of play for Westchester. They look to hold this 4-2 lead for the next 19 minutes and 12 seconds. As Brubaker a little bit too early on the wing and getting kicked out of the faceoff there is Owen Conway. Brubaker will come in. Maybe a little bit of confusion with Poole, who switches sides. Brubaker unable to win this one as getting a shot in, and that one just snuck along the side as Vincent Lawson gets his second goal of the night. And you can almost kind of see that one coming as Westchester had already fired a couple shots in on Sweeney. Not sure if that one maybe caught the inside. Maybe Sweeney didn't have that post sealed off completely, but back up to a 3-goal lead are the Rams as the second of the night for Vincent Lawson. Less than a minute into this first period. We're 55 seconds in. And Westchester spent the majority of those 55 seconds in the zone before that goal by Lawson. So we're back underway here. Westchester might just try and play a little bit of keep away. They can, but Wines is going to have something to say about that. He tries to deke around. That's Lawson looking for the hat trick. Drops this one back. Looking for Bridges. He's unable to find him. Zagraki with a head of steam. Gets around the hip check. Fumano tried to knock Zagraki down. That's a big body to try and knock down. Zagraki with the puck still. Unable to keep the one. A nice recovery there by Brubaker, as if he wasn't able to keep that puck. That was a breakaway the other way with nobody behind Bridges. Knocking this one away. That was LeCain. Quickly coming back into the zone here. It's Westchester, but nice play behind the net. Here by Brubaker. We do have a delayed penalty as the extra skater comes on for Widener. We'll see who the call is on. It's an elbow. Heading to the box. Widener will look for their second power play. They're 1 for 2. I guess officially 1 for 3 if you count that 30-second power play. As heading to the box. That's Lucas Fumato, who gets tagged for elbowing. So a chance here for Widener to cut that lead back, or that deficit back to 2. Got to get possession of the puck first. And Wines is fighting for it along the boards. Gets this one out to Kennedy. Kennedy will get this one over to Catrambone, who fires this one, goes high and over the net, and ends up going out of the zone. So Kennedy has to regroup. Goes all the way back, finds Catrambone. Catrambone looking for LeCain, who didn't know he got the puck pass to him, but he streaks it anyway, comes around the back of the net. Chips this one off to Catrambone. Catrambone's shot blocked in front. Might have gone off his own teammate, Owen Conway, in front. But LeCain, again around the back of the net. Finds Catrambone. Catrambone over to Wines. Wines gets a shot in. Saved by Nowitzki, but nice little bit of offensive zone time there. It's going to start with that for Widener. Only 3 minutes into this third period, so there is plenty of time, but Widener's going to have to start getting a lot more shots on net. Again, we'll start here with LeCain, who wins the faceoff. A quick shot by Wines. Goes up and over the arm of Nowitzki in net. And send this one down the length of the ice, and ahead of the play is Stinson, but so Sweeney has to come out of his net and knock this one away, as that one was clear, and there's no Widener defender there to get the clear, so Sweeney has to do it himself. Zagraki sends it up to LeCain. Goes off the skate of Wines, but it's Zagraki, again using his speed to come to the offensive zone. Fires this one across, was looking for Kennedy. That one knocked out by Stinson. He has one of the goals for Westchester tonight. As that one kept it in the line by Wines. The Wines can't get through the two defenders there. As we tick down to the final 15 seconds of this power play after that first little bit of offensive zone time. Widener unable to get anything going, as with 5 seconds left, they're going to have to hurry to try and get at least one more shot on the power play. Brubaker knocked off the puck, though, and that'll do it for the power play. As Widener now 1 for 4. As that one was way offsides, and Brubaker slapping his stick in frustration, as he had a good chance there, but he's nodding his head like he knew he was offside and just maybe hoped they didn't blow the whistle. So this one will come out of the neutral zone. Charlie LeCain steps in. He throws this one in the offensive zone. This one gets knocked out. Onto the stick of Brubaker. That's LeCain now with it. Gets it stuck in his skates a little bit. Still trying to find it. This one's just going to get thrown out, and we'll see if it's going to have enough for icing in it. Slowed up a little bit as it got down towards the red line, but had just enough steam on it to get the icing call. So this one will come all the way down to the Widener defensive zone. This has been another problem for Widener, is on those defensive zone faceoffs, they're allowing Westchester to control the puck and get more than a few shots on net. That's where a couple of the Westchester goals have come from. Is sustained offensive zone time, and a shot there. A nice save by Sweeney. Got that with the toe of his skate. Keeps that one out. Able to knock this one out is Menta. He's unable to catch up to it, though. It's number 26 who handles it behind the net. Menta coming in to create some pressure and force the puck away. That one goes off the skate of LeCain. He gets the turnover, but he's not able to skate through two Rams. A little bit of sloppy play from both teams right now, as neither team can really control the puck. That's DeVito behind the net. He tries to find a man in front. Gets the puck back, fires it. That one blocked. It almost slides along the wrong side of Sweeney's pads, but good block in front. As Brubaker loses this one. But nice shot by Catrambone. Take away the dangerous opportunity. That's Whitfield behind the net. This one in front. Kick save by Sweeney. This one comes out of the zone. Knocked back in, but a line change here for Westchester. Getting on the play, DiDomenico throws this one in front. Sweeney tries to dive on it. He can't get it, but it's knocked away, and it is going to go in on Nowitzki, so icing waved off. A little bit of a dicey situation down there in the Widener end, but again, they live to tell the tale. Kennedy whips on this one, but he's able to at least knock it into the offensive zone. As this one bounces, nearly goes into the Rams bench. As coming up now is Lawson. He's got 2 on the night. Taking a spill is Poole. But we continue on. Kennedy takes a hit. And we've got the arm up. We'll see who it's on. And I believe Westchester is going to head to the... No? Well, no one's heading to the box. I'm not really sure what our call was right there. As the arm was up, but the play is going to Widener's defensive zone, so I don't really know what our stoppage was. Maybe a hand pass of some kind. As Zagraki tries to just throw this one up on the faceoff, tip in front by Bruce goes wide. Bruce keeps the puck on there. Katrina Conway knocks down Bruce in front. She's giving up a lot of size there. Bruce stands at 6 foot. And Conway listed at 5'10". Well, I guess not too much size, really. She laid a nice hit, though, to knock Bruce down, and Sweeney will jump on that one. And Katrina Conway's not afraid to throw the body when she needs to. We've seen her be quite physical in her couple games for Widener this season. And, you know, that's got to fire up her teammates to see her laying some hits. Winning this one in the zone is Westchester. They'll cycle it along the side here. Rimming this one around is Montagna. He finds Esposito. Esposito still battling for the puck. Keeping that one in is Bensel. This one does get knocked out by Zagraki. Quickly back in. Kennedy will take this one behind the net. He's going to try and just rim it out. And that's going to go too far down as Esposito maybe could have played that puck. Instead, he lets it go by him for the icing call. Kennedy was just trying to knock that one out of the zone and relieve some of the pressure, but gets a little bit too much on it. And maybe a little savvy play by Esposito to, I'm going to go for it. No, I'm just going to let it go. Creates another offensive zone chance here. Winning the faceoff and getting that one out is LeCain. Now Westchester again has been quick up the ice. As Flame comes into the zone, he's along the boards. Tries to chip it over to a teammate. That's Wines who takes it away. Wines into the offensive zone, but that's Bear who comes away with the puck. Zagraki almost tried to lay a hit, just avoids one at the last second. That's Conway again. It's Katrina Conway laying a hit on Stinson. It's Stinson still with the puck. Conway tight on him, though. As this one in front, taken away by Kennedy. Kennedy off the stick of Wines. That one goes in to the zone. And Westchester again, not exactly going quickly out of the zone. They know they've kind of got this game handily right now, so they're not going to rush if they don't have to. As Flame has the one nearly knocked away. And a shot there. And a quick save by Sweeney. Might have got a glove on that one just to knock it over the net. Conway and Kennedy. In on it, Kennedy knocks that one out. Conway with a skate save to keep that one in the zone. Kennedy keeps it in again, but it does come out. Brubaker chips it up the ice, gets past Westchester skater, so Nowitzki comes out of the net to play it. But Menta the first one to it. Tries to throw this one in the middle. There's no teammate in the zone, and that could be trouble the other way. As Bomer coming in with speed, and that one goes wide. A shot there by Whitfield. As Bomer had come in with a head of steam. Shot there by Worthman, though. Goes wide, but back into the zone quickly. And fire this one, and yeah, nothing Sweeney could do on that one as he made the original save. But nobody in front to clear the porch. And that's about as easy of a goal as you can get for Max Bomer. And Sweeney made the original save, but he kicked it out in front of his own net. And Max Bomer was the only one there, and Bomer basically just had to tap it in. And it is now 6-2. Westchester We are midway through the final period of regulation. This one was close heading in, 4-2, as the goals in the second period by LeCain and Wines. They made this one a 2-goal deficit, but 2 goals in this third period as Westchester looks to pull away. The first league game of the season for Widener, who is still searching for that elusive first win. And if they're going to do it here, it's going to have to be in comeback fashion. As LeCain, a 3-on-2. As LeCain tries to deke through 2 defenders. Gets this one around behind the net to Wines. On the puck there is Bomer. And Bomer gets it away. And knocking it away and throwing it into the offensive zone is Kennedy. In front of the red line, though, so no icing. And trying to lay a hit there is Menta. Menta definitely giving up some size on that hit to Fumano. But coming in quick with speed is Whitfield. Whitfield throws this one on net, maybe getting a pad save on it is Sweeney. And Menta will drive into the zone, tries to throw one on net. That one goes wide of Nowitzki. Wines throws this one back deep. Well, no one there to get it for Widener, so Westchester will come up. That's Bridges. Kennedy tries to lay the body on him. Unable to do so. Kennedy took more of the hit than Bridges did as this one pass misfired. Goes back into Westchester zone. They'll regroup back up the ice. As Esposito comes in. Gets past the Grocki. Couldn't get past Kennedy, though. As they'll battle along the boards, Kennedy has this one stripped away from him. To the side of a nice defensive play there from Owen Conway. That was about to be a dangerous shot from the slot. But getting back into the zone quickly. Firing a shot, a nice toe save by Sweeney off the shot from DiDomenico, looking for his second goal of the game. Despite a 6-2 deficit, Sweeney playing just as hard as if this was a 0-0 game, and you like to see that from the Widener Pride goaltender. He's certainly been one of the MVPs this season, as that one goes off the outside of the cage. This one fired in front off the stick, though, of Katrina Conway. She'll try to send this one out, and it does end up out of the zone. As a misfire there by Westchester. They try to beat it out, but getting to the puck first is Kyle Trombone for the icing. So Widener will try to spend a little bit of time here in the offensive zone. They haven't really done much of it in this period. They'd like to play a little bit more on this side of the ice and try and get that confidence back that we saw in that second period. Once Wines got the second goal of the game, it looked like Widener was moving a bit, and they do almost get a shot in front as Wines, but he was turned around. Puck was a little bit behind him. So coming back the other way is Westchester. That one blocked in front by Catrombone. Shot by Montagna. This one thrown around and out it from LeCain. Menta in the zone as Worthman gets the puck out. And getting a stick on it there is LeCain, and fighting for it in the offensive zone is Wines. He does get it to LeCain. LeCain dekes around one skater, fires that one above the net. That was an excellent chance. A nice pass there by Jimmy Wines to Charlie LeCain, who deked around a defender, but fired this one well above the net on the backhand and ends up knocking the net off its moorings. I want to see a little bit more of that play as Wines and LeCain nearly team up, as I believe we're going to have a timeout here. 6:26 to go, a 6-2 lead for Westchester. It's not a ton of time on Widener's side right now. If they're going to try and make any kind of comeback, they're probably going to have to get a goal right now after this timeout. We'll see what they decide to draw up here. They are going to have the benefit of an offensive zone face-off. They're going to have to start firing pucks very quickly on net. And, well, Nowitzki, hard to say hasn't been tested too much just because we don't actually know the shots in this game to be able to say for certain how many shots he's faced tonight. He's definitely faced some good chances from Widener and has made a couple good saves. But we saw in one of the goals, I believe it was the Wines goal, where there was traffic in front that didn't allow Nowitzki to see it, and Wines was able to whip it over the shoulder. They're going to have to do a little bit more of that, getting traffic in front. Just at this point, get one of those greasy goals. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to go in the back of the net. That's really all that matters. Down by 4. As the players head back on the ice, we'll see. Maybe try to get an idea of what Widener drew up in that little timeout. As LeCain steps into the circle with Widener, but it's Widener who ends up winning this one, so whatever play they drew up, we won't get to see that. Wines does get a takeaway, but has that one knocked away. Katrina Conway throws that one back in as the Widener skaters touch up. Kennedy now stepping up in the play. Chips it over to Wines. Wines wrists one on net off the shoulder of Nowitzki, and that's kind of shots you want to see right now. It's just fire it on net. Force Nowitzki to have to make a tough save. Try to find a little bit of space between that shoulder and arm, maybe. As LeCain does win this one, Zagraki fires this one, goes off the glove of Nowitzki, but no one home to get the rebound. As LeCain throws this one back in the zone. Winds along the net, but this one comes out. Katrina Conway does throw it back in the zone, as again Widener has to touch up, though. So Westchase are able to get this one. Wines trying to get the puck away from Worthman. He's still hounding him a little bit. But again, time is not on Widener's side right now. 5.5 to go. Down by 4. They've got to make something happen now. As Westchester's going to take this one up the ice here. Chipping it in. Off the stick of Bomer. One of the goal scorers tonight for the Rams. Comes this around the back of the net. He's trying to find a man in front. Nice coverage there, though. A shot does get off of the stick of Whitfield, and he beats Sweeney. That's now a 7-2 lead. As it's really been the bread and butter for Westchester tonight, is finding ways to get around the back of the net and find the man in front. They weren't able to do it quite the way they had earlier, but they get this one as Whitfield gets on the scoreboard for the 7th goal of the evening, and this one's starting to be a runaway now for Westchester. He came in with a 4-2 score at the end of 2 periods of play, and Westchester has just pulled away. As Widener's, unfortunately, unless they can get something going in this last 4:45, is going to be on the another end of a lopsided score. You like to have a little bit of pride that LeCain and Wines have both gotten on the scoreboard, but I don't think they're going to care at the end of this one. As player loses a glove in the corner. That is Brubaker, and I believe he loses it because of a hit, as we do have a player being escorted to the penalty box. That is Whitfield, who just scored the 7th goal, ends up taking the penalty, and I believe, did someone just get ejected? I'm not sure. We had a little tee-up sign as if, unless we're just calling it unsportsmanlike, we're going to find out maybe what just happened. As going to the box was Whitfield. It's just 2 minutes up on the clock. A referee teed somebody up, I'll tell you that much. And I don't know if it's the Westchester coach, because he's the one talking to the ref right now, and that looked like who the ref was directing to, and oh no, he's staying on the bench. I don't know if maybe that's just a warning of some kind or what, but we're back underway. on the Widener power play there. Officially 1 for 4 on the evening, though the one was really a 30-second. Didn't really have much time to get anything going, but they'll start from their own defensive zone. That's Kennedy. Skates around. One man is going to do this himself to get into the offensive zone, but he loses one. A hit there along the boards. Owen Conway trying to keep this one is LeCain, but that one goes down the length of the ice. Rocky's going to have to get this one. He's unable to come up with it. Sweeney's forced to make a save, and the net is off as a Westchester player goes flying into it. That was Lawson, who had the takeaway against Rocky along the boards. Lawson's looking for that third goal of the night for the hat trick. Nearly gets it right there. As this one's going to come out to center ice. Actually, we have a penalty, so that is why the puck is going to come out, and that's Zagraki in the box. He must have knocked down Lawson, and that's why he was on the seat of his pants there. So that's going to cut the Widener power play short, just 39 seconds into it. So this play will be in the Widener defensive zone. And when the face-off, a quick shot on net there by Lawson, goes wide. He'll regroup. And coming back up the ice here is Lawson along the right side. He throws a shot in on Sweeney. Sweeney easily gobbles this one up, and I have to imagine anytime Lawson's got the puck on his stick in the offensive zone, he's going to try and fire it in on Sweeney and try and get that hat trick. This game well in hand for the Rams at this point. It'd take a miracle for anything else. Widener would have to score about 5 goals in a minute. Is that one? Fooled me because I thought that one went in on the net behind Sweeney. It looks like it caught the outside of the netting. I really thought that one went in behind Sweeney, but it hit the outside of the net as this play comes out of the zone. Worthman with it. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges will skate it in with some speed. He tries to get around a few defenders. Gets this one to the side of the net, but easy knock away there. As Brubaker finds Wines in this 4-on-4 situation. Just 33 seconds left in it, though. It'll be a brief power play opportunity for Westchester. About 40-some seconds. Actually, it might be more like 30. Well, we'll see. We got 15 seconds left on the penalty. Westchester and 50 seconds on the clock for Zagraki's penalty. As that one ticks down, yeah, it'll be about 39, 40 seconds left of power play time. As the man comes out of the box for Westchester, they'll get a 38-second exact power play. So they'll try to increase this lead to 8. And digging around one man is Bear. He can't keep the puck, though. He's chipping this one out. Ment is going to take this one up himself, though. And a nice little soft pass around the skates of one player, but coming in quickly the other way. The pad save by Sweeney. Again, trying that around the net play is Westchester. Trying to find a shot in front is Bomer. He's got 1 goal on the night. Gets this one out to the point. That one, quick save there by Sweeney. As that was a shot by 26. And coming back in here is Flame. Flame gets it over to Bomer. Bomer tries a tough angle shot in on Sweeney, who knocks it one away. Wasn't able to keep it with the glove, though, so this plays on as that power play, abbreviated one, ends for Westchester, but up 7-2. I don't think they're necessarily going to care that they weren't able to get another goal, as we're ticking close to a minute left to play. In a game that was close in the start of the third period, but Westchester has pulled away with 3 unanswered. And we hit that 1 minute mark left in the third period. As Wester's going to skate this one out. That's Fumano. Pass over to Montagna. Just throwing this one in the zone is Zagraki, and I think we're pretty much just going to play out the final 40 seconds here. The Westchester not done yet. They throw this one in the offensive zone. Throwing a shot on net. Sweeney throws the glove up. And this one, I think, ends up hitting the netting on the way out. Off the shot from Bruce. Westchester said, we're not done playing on that till that clock hits 0. We've got 32.2 seconds left until it does. So an offensive zone opportunity here. Montagna with the face-off win. And chipping this one around, adding to the back of the net. Looking for the tip in front for Montagna. He's unable to get it. That's LeCain behind the net. He tries to throw this one out. Kept in the zone. He'll get another shot at it. Throws this one in front. A dangerous pass in front. I don't believe that puck played with a high stick. And the puck is going to come out of the zone. But with 10 seconds left, it really doesn't matter at this point, as we're going to get a face-off drop here. And Westchester, well, they look up at the clock, 5 seconds left. There's no need for them to do anything. They'll play a little catch in their defensive zone. As the clock hits 0, a game that looked like it was going to be a close one to the end. 4-2 heading into the third period. Westchester scores 3 unanswered and takes this one 7-2. And all you can say for Widener right now is you hope that Max Bilger is okay. Again, he took, we believe, fired a shot on net, may have taken a hit, spun to the board. So as the teams line up for the handshakes at the end, we can only again send our thoughts to Max Bilger and hope that he's okay. But this one ends in a 7-2 win for Westchester University. They move to 3-6 on the season. Widener drops to 0-4 as they're still searching for that first win on the year. But I think you've heard enough of my voice tonight. So for Ariel Melendez here, thank you for tuning in to our audio-only broadcast here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Westchester takes this one 7-2. Stay tuned tomorrow. We got a couple more games on the docket for you. Stay tuned here on Breakout Broadcasting. Everyone, have a great night.